The most sacred Buddhist temples in Sri Lanka. Mahayangana Temple. The Buddha visited the Mahayangana area in the 9th month after he attained higher enlightenment, which was his first visit to Sri Lanka. According to the Mahavansa, Sri Lanka was inhabited by Yakas at that time. It says that the Buddha subdued the Yakas there and held discourses on Dhamma to them. A Yaka group leader named Sumana, who is now regarded as a deity, attained Sotapanna after listening to the Buddha's discourse and asked for a token from the Buddha that they could worship in his absence. The Buddha had given him a handful of hair from his head, which Saman later enshrined in a stupa. This was the first stupa to be built in Sri Lanka. These are the pictures of Mahayangana temple. Nagadeepa temple. This is an ancient Buddhist temple situated in the Jaffna district of northern province in Sri Lanka. According to Sri Lankan chronicles, the Buddha visited the site after 5 years of attaining his higher enlightenment to settle the quarrel between two aggressive Naga kings, Chulodhara and Mahodara. These are the pictures of Nagadeepa temple, pagoda, entrance. Kalaniya temple. Buddhists believe the temple to have been blessed during the third and final visit of the Buddha to Sri Lanka, 8 years after gaining high enlightenment. Its history would thus go back before 500 BCE. The Mahavansa record that the original stupa at Kalani enshrined a gem subdued throne on which the Buddha sat and prepared. Nagakim Maniyakit invited the Buddha to visit Kalaniya. These are the pictures of Kalaniya temple, pagoda, Buddha hall. Thousands of people worship this temple. Fresco in Kalaniya temple. Sri Pada. According to Sri Lankan Great Chronicle Mahavansa, the Buddha visited Sri Lanka for 3 times. The last time he traveled from Kalaniya to Sri Pada with the committee of the Mahasangha. It is said that Buddha left his footprint on the rock at the top of the mountain at the invitation of deity Sumana Saman. These are the pictures of Sri Pada. Sri Pada situated on the top of the Samana mountain. Annually, millions of people climb up to worship the Buddha's footprint. Divaguhava temple. Divaguhava has been a major Buddhist pilgrimage site recently, as it is believed to be the cave where the Buddha rested when visiting Sri Pada to mark his footprint. This is the cave. Digavapi temple. This is a Buddhist archaeological site in the Ampara district of Sri Lanka. Boasting of historical records dating back to the 3rd century BC, the importance of Digavapi is connected with the legends about visits to this site by the Buddha himself, and many references to Digavapi in the ancient chronicles as well as the Pali literature. These are the ancient pagoda, the Digavapi temple. Mutiyangana. Buddhists believe that this temple has been visited by the Buddha and it is regarded as one of the 16 sacred places. In the 9th year after attaining the enlightenment of the Buddha, made his third visit to Kalani at the invitation of a king, Haga king, called Maniakika. During this visit, a local tribal chief named Indaka invited Buddha to visit his place in Badulla. At the end of sermons made by the Buddha there, Indaka had wanted something to worship in memory of Buddha's visit. The Buddha is said to have given him a few of his hair and few drops of sweat that turned into pearls. Indaka had enshrined this sacred hair and pearls in his stupa, believed to be the stupa here. These are the pictures of the temple. Tissamaharama. The Tissamaharama monastery is an ancient Buddhist temple in Tissamaharama, southern province of Sri Lanka. The site of the Tissamaharama Rajamahavihara was consecrated by the Buddha himself, who spent some time in meditation there with 500 arahants during his third visit to the island. This is the ancient pagoda of the Tissamaharama temple. Sacred Bodhi tree. Jayasri Mahabodhi is the sacred Bodhi tree that stands in the Mahamevuna garden in Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. Not only is it the closest authentic living link to the Buddha, but it is also the oldest human planted tree in the world with a known planting dates and recorded history. Later in 236 BC, in the Buddhist Arahant Nansangamita Theri was sent by Emperor Asoka from India to Sri Lanka. With her, she carried a southern branch of the original sacred Bodhi tree. This branch was ceremoniously presented to Devanampiya Tissa, one of the earliest kings of Sri Lanka, whose region was notable for the arrival of Buddhism. Tissa planted the branch of the Bodhi tree in his royal park in Anuradhapura. These are the pictures of Bodhi tree. Millions of people annually visit Bodhi tree to worship the Bodhi tree. Marichavati or Mirisavati Dagaba. The Marichavati Stupa is a memorial building stupa situated in the ancient city of Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. King Duttagamini Abhaya built the Mirisavati Stupa after defeating King Elara. After placing the Buddha's relic in his scepter, he had gone to the Tissa lake for bath, leaving the scepter. After the bath, he returned to the place where the scepter was placed, and it is said that it could not be moved. The stupa was built in the place where the scepter stood. It is also said that he remembered that he partook in a chili curry without offering it to the Sangha. In order to punish himself, he built the Mirsavati Dagaba. So the pictures of Mirsavati Dagaba pagoda. Swarnamali Cheti. Vanalisai or Swarnamali Cheti is one of the glorious ancient stupas situated in the city of Anuradhapura. It was built by King Duttagamanu, who became the king of Sri Lanka after a war in which Chola King Elara was defeated. Ruanlisai or Swarnamali Cheti is also named as Mahatupa, which means the greater Dagaba, and it is also named as the Swarnamali Cheti, Swarnamali Mahacheti, and Ratnamali Dagaba. These are the pictures of Swarnamali Dagaba. Sri Lankans believe this is one of holiest places in the land. Tuparam. Thuparam is the first Buddhist temple that was constructed after the arrival of Mahinda Thero in Sri Lanka, located in the sacred area of Mahameunao Park. The Thuparam Stupa is the earliest Daga to be constructed in the island, dating back to the reign of Devanam-Petissa. The temple has been formally recognized by the government as an archaeological site in Sri Lanka. Abhayagiri. It is recorded in the chronicle that Abhayagiri Dagaba was established by King Walagamba or Vattagavani Abhay during the period of his second reign from 89 to 77 BC. A young Brahmin named Theo or Tissa declared war against him. Theo was deluded by the prophecy of another Brahmin that was destined to be king. Before the arrival of Arahant Mahinda Thero, who brought Buddhism to island, Brahmins held a higher place in the society. After the establishment of the Buddhist Sangha on the island, however, they lost their supremacy and were replaced by the Sangha. Some Brahmins converted to Buddhism while others revolted. Jetavana Temple. Three subdivisions of Theravada existed in Sri Lanka during Buddhism's early history there: Mahavihara, Abhayagiri Vihara, and Jetavana. Mahavihara was the first tradition established, whereas the monks who had separated from the Mahavihara tradition established Abhayagiri Vihara and Jetavana Vihara. It was the world's tallest stupa and the third tallest structure in the world when it was built by King Mahasena of Anuradhapura period. He initiated the construction, the stupa, and his son Mayavagon completed construction of the stupa. Jetavana temple. Selacheti Mihintale. The Selacheti is one of the 16 main places of worship or Solosmasthana, and it's situated to the west of Jetavana in the ancient sacred city of Anuradhapura, Sri Lanka. This was constructed by Lajitisa, who ruled in the 1st century BC. This stupa has been given this name as the platform, and the stupa has been constructed in stone. A moon's stone and guard stone can be seen here. Kataragama. Kirivere is an ancient stupa situated in Kataragama, Sri Lanka. This stupa probably dates back to 3rd century BC and is believed to have been built by King Mahasena, a regional ruler of Kataragama area. One of the most popular Buddhist pilgrimage sites in the country, Kirivere, is among the Solosmasthana, the 16th most sacred Buddhist pilgrimage site of ancient Sri Lanka. The Solosmasthana. According to Sri Lankan chronicles and other historical sources, the Buddha had been visited 3 times to Sri Lanka and traveled around the country and concentrated in certain places. Later, kings and people built temples on those places. Those 16 ancient sacred temples are called Solosmasthana. And the Buddha bless you.